What's up, movie freaks? We're here, Lair, hanging out with you. My name's Dan. This is my buddy Sean. What's going on, man? You good?
What's up?
Yeah, good
Long
to see you. Thanks for
time.
coming by. What do you think of these images that came? Our first images of Josh Brolin as Cable. First reaction.
Fucking awesome. He looks like Cable, and that's like you can't get any better than that. I mean, without like if you made it exactly like Cable and you put it, you know, the whole costume, it would kind of look cheesy. So I like this because it's practical.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, little commando. Yeah, it's very tactical. Which is kind of along the same ways of how they brought in the actual Deadpool suit. Even though the Deadpool suit is so comic accurate. Yeah. But the material, it's not like a ridiculous material. It's like it almost looks like a smooth kind of Kevlar. Yes. Not like a spandexy cosplay kind of material. Right? No offense to cosplayers, but I'm liking it too, man. Even like the size of the gun, because sometimes you know, in certain iterations of Cable, the gun is like ridiculous giant anime sword style. But like this one, it's still a big gun. They didn't chintz out and give him just a regular type pistol. It's still comic book Cable inspired gigantic gun.
It's almost like he made a stop off at like a Skynet occupied future.
Yeah,
until
that's
one
a good
of the
question.
guns.
Yeah, it looks like a T-800 Terminator gun. I didn't even think of that. That's
and
good.
then the teddy bear speaks a lot because, you know, it kind of tells you that they might go with the Hope Summers storyline.
Cool. I don't know that one.
It's
I know obviously Cable's son of Scott Summers.
Yeah, Scott Summers, and then
Cyclops.
Like I think it's the clone of Jean Grey, but I know it's not actually Jean Grey. But Hope Summers is Marvel had this event called House of M, where basically Scarlet Witch, her powers like manifested like to like this supreme level, and before she died she's like, no more mutants. So she said no more mutants. So it cut the whole mutant population down to like there was only like 198 left. So a lot of people were like depowered, right? So like Professor X was depowered and whatnot, and then not only did people get depowered, but there was no mutant births. Right, so Hope, so this baby was like I think it was like Alaska or something. She was born, and Cable took her into the future. So that's why she's the Hope, right? So there's like Hope Summers, because like he basically raised her out.
That's cool. That's a cool Easter egg. I've heard good things about House of M as well. Oh and the storyline that you're talking about. Very cool. Yeah, that definitely had. I wonder how they would fit, because that sounds like such a very, you know, kind of, you know, the saving of a child, which is the key to the race, sounds a lot more in line with some of the more Fox X-Men movies. Not so much with what it's a lot closer to what they put in Logan than it is in what Deadpool's given us.
Well, what I'm hoping and I'm praying is that they use Cable and they use this Deadpool movie as a way to reboot again. Yeah, the whole
good idea. Why not?
You know, because then you can have the X-Men I hope so.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it could work. And then if you're in a Deadpool movie, you're in Deadpool's psychosis. You're in Deadpool, like us, the audience, are viewing it through Deadpool's eyes. Yeah. Right? But that doesn't mean that Cable can't go on in an X-Force movie or something else, and the tone can be totally different.
That's true.
Because, you know, he'll be watching it just like how all the other characters in Deadpool, like Colossus and everybody, are like, who are you talking to? What's wrong with you? Like, it's just he's just so out there. But all the other movies can have, like, that Colossus can go off and have a very serious movie with some serious stakes.
Oh yeah. And
then the Deadpool ones can have some more fun. The arm, real cool what they did, because you didn't know. I was worried. I'm like, are they just gonna copy? Because in the comics, it's very close to, at times, depending on the artist, but it's very close to. Sometimes Colossus, but Winter Soldier, where it's the plated metal. Yeah. So they did something a little different here, right? Almost where there's servos and other bolts.
Well, this is the thing. It's like it's supposed to be like a tech organic virus. If they're doing
that, if they're doing it,
So that just looks really tech. Like
it almost looks like muscular fibers, but in a techno version. Yeah, that's very cool. So liking that, and even hey man, you still got tons of pouches, right? You don't got. You ever listen to Rob Liefeld, the guy that created Deadpool and Cable?
No.
You ever heard him talk about why he was known for so like ridiculous amount of pouches and buckles and a whole bunch of shit. And they're like, where did that come from? Why did you draw your characters like that? He goes, from watching SWAT. on television. He goes, they have to. These guys that are heavily tactical going into take out a situation, they need firepower. Where are you going to hold it? You can't have a skin tight suit. That holds nothing, that has no pockets.
That's true.
If your main weapon is a gun and you need firepower, you need to hold stuff. You're not going to hold anything without pouches, buckles, and shit like that. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. Did you see the Domino one?
Yeah, I saw the Domino. Yeah. Now that one I'm not too happy
about. No? I'll let you get for 1 second. For me, I'm not overly familiar with Domino, but it was kind of cool because almost like on her face, it almost kind of looked like either a birthmark or a skin condition. Yeah, it almost looked like a natural thing as opposed to someone putting paint on. And
she kind of looked like a panda to me. You know what I mean? It's like all white face and like a black.
People love pandas.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's just like this rendition of Domino. I don't know. I'm not too happy with it because it. In my head is like, it doesn't look like the comic book, make it look like the comic book, you know what I mean? But I have to suck it up. But I mean, I don't know why they didn't just, because they're really, Deadpool is really so good with staying comically accurate. And like look at Cable and look at Deadpool and even Colossus. He looks like
the most probably the most comic accurate X-Men that's ever been on screen easily.
And then it's like, okay, in Domino, but Domino doesn't look like that. Like, I don't know if it was like we're worried about putting a black person in whiteface, and then is that gonna
that would be the new outrage? The new triggering for 2017.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why did you get a white actor to play? I don't know, but I hope her performance stands out, and
Well, what was your original thoughts when Josh Brolin got announced as Cable? Because everybody had at least every fan, I know you guys at home, you had your Cable in your back pocket.
Yeah, for me, it was like either the guy, the soldier from Avatar.
Stephen Lang.
Yeah. Or Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash would make
it
awesome.
Interesting.
Well, acting ability, but then I'm like, Brolin? Huh. And I'm like, yeah, that works. That works. So I'm completely happy with this.
And the proof is in the image, man. Exactly. Yeah. I still hold a candle for Stephen Lang though.
Yeah.
Just because of
he would have been awesome.
Yeah, and it's just because we've seen him kind of in that role.
Yeah.
And you ever seen Don't Breathe?
No, never seen it.
Dude, it's fucking amazing. So it's with Stephen Lang, low budget horror movie thriller kind of thing. He's a blind guy, and these kids break into his house. But he's snatching them up because he can hear them. It builds the tension because they have to, literally don't breathe or he'll hear you. Right? Just like the menace and the power that he has on screen and everything to be badass. And just the look because he looks like a weathered kind of thing. But hey, they gave Josh Brolin grayer hair. Look good. Really happy with this. Excited for everything that comes out. I don't know. When is this movie? I think they pushed it to, because the first Deadpool came out Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This one they're moving it to like prime summer season spot. I think Deadpool 2 is going to be June.
That would be smart. Yeah, I mean, Fox isn't. If I was Fox, I would like. Okay, Marvel, you want to have your own separate universe and stuff. Fine. I'll just take my characters and I'm not gonna say it, but it's pretty much gonna be the same universe. Because I mean, you have Doctor Doom, right? You have Cable. You have Storm. I would do like, because there's a storyline where it's like Cable gets 100% of his like his powers, right? Okay. And he knows how to use them, and he becomes like the most powerful mutant on Earth. Like X-Men are like running scenarios trying to like see if they can beat him, and they can't. Like they run it over 100 times. So Doctor Doom is kind of worried about this too, so he kind of makes this deal, like he's trying to make a deal with Storm and Black Panther, who just got married. So it's like you have the most powerful nation and you have the most powerful one of the most powerful mutants. You know what I mean? I'd make a freaking You know what I mean? Don't put Black Panther in there, but kind of hint. It's like, you know.
A little wink. We kind of got that in the first Deadpool because the end fight scene is a helicarrier.
Right? Yeah. So I'm just like.
Why not? Keep it going. What are they going to do? It would just be everyone at Fox and Ryan Reynolds and everyone else like, do something. Yeah. What are you going to do? Before they just, I'm just getting more ballsy just into everything else. That'd be funny. I'm excited for this though, man. Like there's, Deadpool 2 coming out, expanding, those characters getting into X-Force. Yeah. And I think New Mutants has been announced and it's going to be more of a horror movie. I think.
No interest in
Not at all.
If they did an X-Force, and if they did an X-Force like the I guess the latest ones where it's like, a couple years back, where it's like Wolverine is running and it's like a Wetworks and they all wear black and gray and it's just like killers. You know what I mean? Like Wolfsbane, Agent X, like just killers. And it's like, if they did that, rated R, they'd be in the running with like Avengers level, like.
Yeah, it'd be badass. Why not? And they've proven that the audience you don't have to be afraid of rated R anymore.
Yeah.
Like people will come out, right? Yeah. It may get kind of oversaturated if it just gets ridiculous and R for the sake of blood and F-bombs. Yeah. But as long as it serves the story, people are going to come out for it.
True.
Yeah. Not like in the New Mutants horror.
No, you know what? I'm like, I put so much into Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Okay. And then it's like, it has some really good episodes and then it doesn't. And then, so now it's like I'm looking at all these Fox shows. So
Gifted?
Gifted. Yeah. So that's basically New Mutants. Is it not? I see what you mean. You know what I mean? And then it's like, how much are you going to tie into the X-Men universe? And does it even matter because the X-Men universe is so convoluted and you know what I mean? It's just, I wish they did a fresh reboot and then start all these.
I think they're at least, they re-up, like I think McAvoy's back and Fassbender's back. Yeah. And you know they just cast, right? They cast Jessica Chastain as Lilandra.
Okay, so they're gonna do
the Shi'ar is coming in. Yeah. So I don't know this.
Who's gonna play Gladiator?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not so much worried about casting because they've done well with casting. There's so many really great actors, especially in comic book and fantasy movies. Like the casting for X-Men no one's been very terribly miscast. Maybe Halle Berry, because I think you could have gotten. I always wanted Iman to play Storm.
Yeah.
Blast from the past from the 90s, right?
And then Reba McEntire's Rogue.
But the only thing that, and I think it'll be different with the new director, but the only thing that makes me take pause is that they've never, it's just the costumes, right? You can't do the Shi'ar and just have some basic spacesuit. Like they can't be out there just wearing the suits from Prometheus.
Yeah.
Right?
They have to be serious.
They need to be fucking outlandish, right? Yeah. And Marvel knows how to do like the Marvel cosmic stuff. They introduced with Guardians, and it's going to another level with Thor Ragnarok. Like, that is the page. That is the artwork. That is the costume design on the page put into real life. And they've only now... X-Men First Class, I think, did a good job because they had the blue and yellow, and it served a purpose in the uniforms. But then they kind of took a step back with...
Days of Future?
Days of Future Past I didn't mind because I knew they were in kind of a transitional period, but I thought for sure Apocalypse they were going to go that way because you already had a ridiculous costume for Apocalypse.
Yeah.
You gave Psylocke very comic book accurate costume. Yeah. Why don't you just give fucking everybody else? They had it at the end for like 5 minutes. Just start the fucking thing like that.
I think they at least need to make stick to the comic book with Shi'ar.
Oh yeah, it'll fall flat otherwise. Otherwise they'll look like the Spaceballs.
Yeah. Imagine you put like somebody like the Mountain or somebody as Gladiator.
That'd be sick. That would be cool. You heard it here first. All right, guys. We're down though for cable. Looks great. Can't wait for it. The next year will be the year of Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I know. He's running right now. I know. 2 blockbusters.
Yeah, and in Goonies. He was in Goonies. Yeah, he was the older brother. Oh, that's a deep cut. You didn't realize that, eh?
Yeah.
There you go watch Goonies, kids.
Yeah.
Our childhood built on that. Yeah. All right, guys, let us know if you're excited for cable. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Twitter @TheHeroLair. We'll hang out with you again real soon. See ya.